It's so vivid images and such a vivid memory of what happened that day.
And before that, every morning I'd wake up and just be like, I would just remember like, oh, this is what's happening, and I wish that I could wake up and it would be different.
I think the moment for me that stands out is when I realised I didn't want to be there.
I just got like a sudden feeling of overwhelm, like this was the worst thing that had ever happened. Then I felt this like light and love really surrounding me. Like I felt like I got to the lowest point that I could ever get to, and then suddenly what I found there was just like lots of support and lots of protection, like just surrounding me, like this field of energy, like a bubble.
I can remember every single little detail, and even like the moment when she died, like
we were all there, and I just got this sudden overwhelming feeling that I had to go. Just, no, you've got to go. And then I left and went and met up with some friends that had made me meals for the next weeks.
And that's when she chose to pass away, which she could have passed away at any of those moments throughout that day, but I felt like she picked that exact moment. Even that happening, it kind of put this idea in my head that she was in control, even up towards the end. You know, she was still in control of what was happening.
When I got back in the car, I had a few missed calls from Dad, and he didn't want to tell me over the phone, but I already knew what had happened. And when I got back to the house, he met me at the door and told me. And
when Mum finally passed away, it was like, it felt like a little bit of a relief that she wasn't in any more pain. That was the hardest thing, was seeing her in pain and seeing her suffering and not being able to do anything.
When I went into the room where she was, it felt so different. It was just crazy how different it felt. You could feel that even though she was there, you could see her there physically, you could feel that she wasn't there anymore. It was like one person had left the room, and I could feel that so strongly.
After Mum died, I just had a really strong feeling that she wasn't gone. Like I just could still feel her presence so strongly, and so I just became really interested in just the concept of what happens after you die and where do you go. And
it's weird though, because like it's almost been 5 years since she died, and
it feels like grief and loss is just always evolving and always changing.
I have days where something happens to me during the day, and the thought process in my head is, I'll have to tell Mum about this when I get home, or I'll have to give Mum a call, sort of thing. But then it's only until like I kind of register that I can't really do that physically. You know, I can still talk to her, but I don't get a physical response, I suppose.
I think about her every day. I miss her, and if I see like a car that she used to drive or something, I'm immediately reminded of her, and I think about that all the time and just think, oh, imagine if she was here, or it would be so good if she saw this, or, you know, met my partner, or all that sort of thing.
We all experience loss in a different way, and there's no one way to grieve, or there's no one way to lose someone, there's no one way to experience loss or experience life, and everything is valid.